Hey guys, Happy Dude here, and I want to give my first impressions of the game The Last of Us 2. Now, first of all, I am not a professional reviewer. I am just a gamer like you who wants to give his honest opinion because I am not sponsored or anything like that. Now, there are a lot of mixed reviews out there, and it's great or it's complete trash, and there's almost nothing in between, and that's a bit weird. That means that the ones that give it a high score may be lying, and the ones that give it a very bad score means that they just want to hate the game. Like on Metacritic, it gets a score of 95 and a user score of 3.3. And I bet that a lot of these scores are from people that haven't even played the game. And I really don't get why there's so much hate for this game even when it wasn't out yet. I think it's because of some political issues and the choices that were made inside the story of the game, but it's not really fair to give a score on that. But anywho, I digress. So I'm going to give my honest opinion on the game itself. So the story picks up where The Last of Us ended. That seems pretty straightforward.
They were actually going to make a cure. The only catch. Killer. Sweet Jesus.
Doctor?
What are you doing? I won't let you take her. Think of all the lives we'll save.
Now, first, let us discuss what we see, and that is, of course, the graphics. And let me tell you, they look amazing, especially with HDR on. They really pushed the software and hardware of the PlayStation 4 to its limits. Look at this town, and the people, and the lights.
So, Jesse wants us to do the creek trails. He's gonna relieve Joel and Tommy.
And look at that water. And you can't even see the difference between a cutscene or gameplay. It's exactly the same.
This way. Right behind you.
And the gameplay itself is the same as The Last of Us. Looking around, scavenging for supplies, pills, and gears for upgrades, ammo. This really is a game where I like to explore the whole environment to find that last bullet or alcohol.
He's really into them. I actually really like them too.
Checking every drawer, closet and door,
Some people were talking about sneaking
and hope that there isn't a clicker behind it. And believe me, that fear is always present, even more than The Last of Us Part 1. And you know there's something up when you see some blood and spores. Oh, and also you really need to search for your way around, because it's not in a different color or highlighted to find the next point. Like if there's a gap or a hole in the wall, you really need to search for it. I really like that in a game, that they don't tell you what to do or where to go, just give you some info and you need to find the way out or the clues yourself, and they don't put a marker on your map or on screen to show you, hey, you need to be here. Your backpack is more or less the same for your upgrades and all of your supplies, only a bit more expand because you have more upgrades now. So once again, I don't understand the hate for this game, and if you have second thoughts, put them at rest. You won't be disappointed. I did not finish the game, but I liked it so far, and you can really tell if a game is good in the first few hours, because I really had trouble putting the controller down. The gameplay and the story and the characters really dragged me along, and I really wanted to play further and further, but I had to stop and make a quick review for you guys.
Looks like it.
So my final conclusion is, if you liked
Keep circling the building.
all the Uncharted series and The Last of Us Part 1, you are definitely going to like this game also. And if you haven't played any of those games, but you've played God of War and The Witcher 3, I know these are completely different games, but they also had a fun gameplay and a really compelling story. So I think you're really going to like this game also. So for a second, forget all the politics and the hate around this game. Don't follow the masses, but try it for yourself. It's everything The Last of Us Part 1 had, but only more of that.
There's a hole in the roof over there.
There's also a cool Easter egg here in the children's room, a PlayStation 3, and of course an Uncharted game and Jak and Daxter. Cool Easter egg.